Hi everyone, welcome to a quick summary of Google's quarterly report Q2 23 from a business model perspective. Let's start with the financials. So slight beat of estimates, 7% year-on-year growth in terms of revenue, and also a slight improvement on the operating margins. So it has beaten analyst estimates by a bit, and that was rewarded in the share price. Then let's have a quick look. This is from their annual report from January. As always, very pristine statement of operations as well as balance sheet. Quite unusual these days for the, let's say, second tier tech companies. Revenue sources still mainly based on advertising. So, and that is composed of search. The biggest component is search. YouTube ads is playing more and more of a role, about 10% now of total revenue, YouTube ads. Then the Google network, which is mainly display advertising, mainly good old banner ads, etc. And advertising total, as mentioned, 79%, which also means 21% is non-advertising. And that, to be honest, is good progress on the diversification strategy, trying to be less dependent on advertising dollars. Yeah, and that is far better than Meta. As we've seen, you can look up our Meta Q2 shareholder update. They're pretty much at 1% diversification. So really good inroads there. Google Other 10%, which means that includes YouTube subscription revenues, App Store, Pixel and hardware sales, etc. And Google Cloud as one of the non-service that is not included in the service revenues, also at 9%, certainly with more growth potential, and all sorts of other bets, still really early days. Waymo and some of the others, who knows, hopefully they will deliver more revenues in the years coming. Now, business model updates. So here's the Google Business Model Canvas. You can find that on our website, digitalbizmodels.com. Go to blog and click Google. There's a description of all of this. Now, coming on to business models updates within the earnings call. Well, no surprise, the new buzzword is AI. This time around 66 mentions, and Google has been talking about AI for years. So I looked up Q2 22, there were 10 mentions of AI. So congratulations, 660% year-on-year growth. And that was, as you know, owing to the mishap in one of their presentations earlier this year where Bard was not quite as convincing as Microsoft's or OpenAI's ChatGPT, where the share price got hammered for after that presentation. And it has in the meantime recovered, but it took a little bit of time. So Google and others feel compelled to stuff keywords, the keyword AI, in as many opportunities as possible in their earning calls. And yeah, Meta did the same, and as did others. Wall Street's always asking, well, why are you now putting up all this AI? And the response basically by all of them is, well, we've been talking to you about AI for years. Good morning, Wall Street. You're starting to listen. So we're telling you more about it now. That's kind of the game that they're all playing with each other, but that's fine. AI is not AI. There's many different models and use cases and applications where AI is being used. So we'll have a look at some of the main things. The one that we're not going to look at and which I'm going to mention here, very important, Google Ads has been using AI tools for years and years, in the definition of campaigns and also in the feedback loop of how the performance of the campaigns works and optimization thereof, etc. So that there's nothing new there. So continuing on. So AI powered areas mainly for the user. So more natural and intuitive search experiences. As you know or may know from basically from the Hummingbird update in the mid 2010s or late 2010s, Google's been much better in terms of natural language understanding, but the expectation is that AI will take this to a new level. And therefore it will be a new type of interacting with search engines. And the main thing why Google got hammered there was that analysts think AI may be the new search entry point. And if Google's behind, then they could lose rapidly business, because Google's been really good being at all search entry points across all devices, all operating systems, and browsers and virtual assistants, etc. That's been what they've been focusing on. That's why they've been giving out the Android operating system for free for years and so on. So that's an area that they want to defend. And the thing is that Microsoft may be able to take share away from that. Well, we'll see about that, but AI supported natural language interaction is simply a further reduction of search and transaction costs for users within the search space. No doubt about it. It can do that. How fast it will grow, etc. That's a very different question from that. Google Lens, which they had been promoting and talking about even before the unfortunate presentation of Bard, is an AI supported search entry point via images. And that is an app that you can download and use. It's free and it works really fine. So here one use case is choose you see an outfit, you want to find it in where you can shop it, it will help you. And it really does quite a good job. Like in my own experiments, it finds things rather quickly and really well, to be honest. So they've been talking about this for a while. The new thing was around the conversational type search. So Bart, this is Bart's response to my question on where were the key highlights of Alphabet's Q2 earnings call. And well, basically they just rattled down, and you can listen to this in natural language as well. They basically rattled down the financial results by business segment. So yeah, I hope with this presentation we're doing a little bit better than that. We have, I think, a little bit more than just rattling down financial numbers, but that's what it comes up with. So it's compared to other search where you then have to go to the individual pages, etc., and look this up, whatever, whichever financial portal is your preference. Then, so this gives you the summary at one glance. Whether that's what you want, it's not what I'm after, but that's what it is. Again, here's another initiative. So as mentioned, there are a lot of use cases where AI plays a role. This is again from January, from a presentation in January from Google. So again, once again, before they had this mishap, and they have started all sorts of AI supported value propositions. This is within Google Docs, and this has been rolled out to about 750,000 testing users, and it can give you an AI generated summary of an article. But it can also help you to create things. It's not just summaries, but this is like, there's an article here if you want within their R&D blog, which shows you what the kinds of things that they're working on currently. It's not new, as mentioned, but they are now kind of bringing these back to the investors as well. Other AI supported value propositions for search, again, generative search experience or search generative experience. AI can help with exploring and discovering and exploring a topic, boost creativity and productivity. They want to integrate that into their workplace, like I've shown in the Google Docs. Currently, 750,000 users have a preview, but they're saying in future they may use that to upsell that into their current installed base of 9 million users. And another really interesting point is obviously generative AI offerings within Google Cloud. And they say currently they have or seeing demand for 80 models. So AI, there are many different types of AI models, and they say that their infrastructure is AI optimized and that they think they are the leading space in that. With their investments, well, in the last 2 decades on the hardware layer, that could even be true. But obviously, Amazon and Amazon Web Services will almost certainly claim the same thing. In any case, so yeah, those are some other areas where AI can play a role, and further updates, non-AI related this time. YouTube was, if we go back, remember YouTube has ad revenues of 29 billion, or a bit more than 10% of their total revenues. But then there's also YouTube revenues within Google Other subscription revenues, and they're not splitting out how much that is. So let's, if we thought that is half of it, then YouTube would today make 15% of Google revenues. So pretty substantial and a pretty big lion's share of their kind of diversification away from search revenues. So investment in the supply side, they are saying they want to enable creators to make a living on the YouTube platform. They want to provide more tools, more formats, awesome tools, etc., to enable them to create more content, and here, which then in their mind will lead to quality consumption of video content. So they don't want to just rely on the funny cat videos, etc., and that makes total sense. It's certainly a long-term secular trend to support creators that will grow. There's no doubt about that. I mean, with everything that we say it will grow, there may always be competition that does a better job in supporting these kind of things. Think of Twitch as an example for certain segments of the creator community, or TikTok, etc. So yeah, lots in that space, lots of competition in that space, but also very, very clear growth trajectory that may reward all of them to different degrees. Ads and monetization, they have introduced different ad opportunities and monetization opportunities for advertisers within YouTube. Then Shorts. Shorts is their response to TikTok and Meta Reels, Meta's Reels. So very short videos, very popular. And they've introduced ads within Shorts, so to drive performance. Take a look in this space what we've said within Meta's Q2 update. Meta sees that Reels is a very good monetization platform, or surface as they call it, but they also call out that it is not as well monetizing currently as is the Facebook feeds property, simply because people spend more time on watching individual videos rather than scrolling down feeds uh, than the news feed. So that makes a lot of sense. TikTok is different. TikTok is amazingly fast, how people scroll down, see ads, etc. So very interesting comparisons there. Another area that they call out, connected TV. They're really, wanting to bring YouTube into the living room, and they will be doing certainly quite well there because of the growth of smart TVs. Most smart TVs now have a YouTube button on their remote, and that is really important to conquer that entry point as well. So we'll see. That will certainly be a very interesting space to watch. Again, so coming back to the business model canvas, I've just highlighted which areas where we've received updates within this Q2 call. We find that the business model canvas may be a useful tool for traditional business models, but it definitely is not a good tool for digital business models and for platform business models, as Google search as well as YouTube is a very limited tool. Very limited. We have developed our own presentation, the BMAP, the business model on a page presentation. Here we separating the different participant types out. Here in highlighted where the key updates would fall under from this meeting, from this Q2 earnings call. So you can get it for $3 only, and you'll get a $10 off on your next purchase. So you not only wouldn't get this for free, but you get another $7 discount on any other purchase that you make with us. And the main benefit will be once you understand this, there's a 20-minute explanation video for this as well included for the $3. You'll immediately understand where today's updates and future updates fall under in their business model. So that's our really entry-level product for you. And now, last but not least, we covered the earnings call, but this is not any sort of investment advice, just calling that out. Read our T's and C's as well. Go to digitalbusinessmodels.com and check out what we got. Check out the Google Business Model article, check out the BMAP, etc. Thank you very much.